You can't call yourself a Photoshopper until you've held your own and maybe someone else's on the pages of Worth 1000. The guy pulling all the strings, and it's okay to peek behind the curtain, is Avi Muchnick. Avi, thank you for joining us on the show.
My pleasure. Big
fan of Worth 1000. I mean, you guys have been around since, what, 80, 84, 85?
We started in 63.
That's fantastic. And you guys, you're a Photoshop competition site, but now you're so much more than that as well, right?
Yeah,
how did Worth 1000 get started initially?
Oh, I was laid off by a loser boss, and I had too much free time on my hands. I was going to start law school pretty soon, so I killed 3 months by making the site.
That's great. And it just sort of blossomed. Now it's its own community, right?
Yeah.
And we've gone from Photoshops into what now? What else can we find on Worth 1000?
We have photography contests, we've got illustration contests, and writing contests as well.
Very nice. People can actually write on the internet?
They try, but you know.
Yeah, exactly. So now this is a contest that you guys are having today. It's being updated live. Maybe you can explain what this is. Today's theme is what? Invisible World, or?
Yeah, this is a contest where people will.
That's great.
This is a contest where people will take images of, let's say, celebrities or just regular pictures, and they'll take out the people from the image and recreate them with the clothes. So it looks as if there's an invisible person wearing clothing.
That's great. And it's still hot, by the way. Don't know who it is. Still hot. Yeah. Moving right along. So now, that's great. How many of these entries do you actually get, like, per contest? How big is the Worth 1000 community?
We have over 250,000 registered members, with probably 3,000 active Photoshoppers at any given point in time.
Very nice. Now, is it you sitting there coming up with the ideas? Like here we're looking at a Transformers contest that you guys had, which is pretty brilliant. Is it, users submitted ideas for contests? Do the contests happen on their own, or?
Well, we'll take some submissions from the community, but originally it was actually our administrative staff who would come up with all the ideas.
All right, and it seems like quality Photoshops. Whenever I cruise through the actual contest, it seems like only the cream of the crop. Is there a rest of a crop that's damaged that we don't get to see, or are all the quality really that good when it comes to these guys?
Unfortunately, we have to sort through a lot of the images.
Yeah, I bet. So what do you have? A staff of administrators that are going through and filtered everything out?
Yeah, very talented staff. Actually, the best Photoshoppers and photographers on our site.
Yeah.
Who we've.
In fact, you said head and shoulders above FARC. Something awful. Your community clearly destroys them all in talent and in personal appearance, right?
Yeah. Well, the site is just fantastic, and all other sites suck.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm glad you put it out there.
And the guys who run those sites are jerks. Hate them.
Yeah, can't stand them either.
Yeah.
Especially David Thorpe. Now, your site has its own community, we said, but it even has their own language. And you call them Worthisms, or are they Worthisms? When someone wins a contest, there's a certain term for the prize they get or something? Like a head-to-head challenge?
Oh, okay. Trophies.
Trophies.
We came up with this original term, trophies, and we award them.
But what's a lose-a-sig and a loss-a-tar, or what are those?
Okay, so if a user wants to go 1-on-1 against another user, then they're going to get a lose-a-tar, which is a signature that basically says "I suck" or something along those lines.
Yeah, very very subtle.
Yeah.
And do they get to design it for the loser, or is it just a custom?
Well, it depends on what the terms of the contest are, but it's usually something embarrassing that they have to keep in their profile for a while.
That's great. And what's the trifecta? What's that?
That's if somebody wins the gold, silver, and bronze trophy in a contest.
So people can do multiple entries per contest.
Right.
That's awesome. Well, the Worth 1000, again, some of the best Photoshops. I know you know this, and I want to make sure our audience knows it. For the quality Photoshops, great stuff, brilliant contests. But there's even more to the man that is Avi Muchnick. Plime, tell me about it.
Okay, that's a new site that we're coming out with very soon. It's basically a giant news aggregator that's entirely community run. It's got thousands of different categories, and any user can basically add categories and RSS feeds. And
it's completely customizable, right? Like the look, the color scheme, everything can be changed for each individual category.
And by anybody on the internet. So it's a little bit like Wikipedia in that sense, where users have total control. We don't. But we have lots of sports teams in particular. I'm a sports fan, Yankee fan. Unfortunately, the Yankees lost last night.
Unfortunately, but... But so they can go in there, they can customize the look, they can post news stories, and it hasn't launched yet, but when it does, going to be bigger than Wikipedia.
Well, yes, I hope so.
You hope, right? All right, for the sake of your Google ads, I hope so too, Avi. Thanks for coming on, man, and showing it off.
Thanks a lot.
We appreciate it. I'm sure we'll get more in depth with Plime when you do launch. But for the meantime, hit up worth1000.com to get in on the Photoshop madness. And again, keep an eye out for Plime.com. It's coming soon, and we'll let you know exactly when it launches.